All right, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to our judges, founders, and everyone here with us during the Pitch Finals contest. How are you guys doing? Nervous, I can tell. All right. Welcome to the finals of the InnoVEX 2024 Pitch Contest. So after competing in the preliminary round, we have the top 15 finalists from Taiwan, India, Japan, Ukraine, Germany, and Belgium, and competing for grand prize today. So before we move on to the pitch session, I would like to introduce our judge panels for this final round. Let us welcome Mr. Jerry Yan, the general partner of HEVC. Welcome, Jerry. A round of applause to our judges. Also to welcome Mr. Jason Liu, the director of Darwin Ventures. Welcome, Jason. Mr. Wilson Koo, director, head of APAC excluding mainland China of Continental AG, Co-Pace GmbH. Welcome. Mr. Edward Lee, the senior director, head of Taiwan investment of Jeffco Asia. As well as Mr. Stephen Pan, director of UMC Capital. Okay, also our special award judges, Mr. Hirofumi Kaeda, evangelist of ReisenderTECH Expo in Okinawa Executive Committee. Welcome. Mr. Shen Tahi, the head of startup and VC partnership, Taiwan of NVIDIA. Okay, welcome. Mr. Menfo Wu, chairman of Taiwan Telematics Industry Association. Mr. Ronald Wu, executive assistant to chairman of Huacom Systems. Welcome. Mr. Bill Yu, partner of PricewaterhouseCoopers Management Consulting Company. Thank you, our judges, for being here with us today. And for the final round, so the rules is gonna be that each team will have 5 minutes to pitch and followed by the 3 minutes of the Q&A session. And the Q&A session will only start to time after the judges raise their questions. So remember, the time to control is really important for this pitch contest. So when the time's up, we have to stop the presentation. All right, without further ado, I would like to welcome our first team of the day. Let us welcome the representatives from MobiWeb from Taiwan onto the stage. Welcome, and you can begin whenever you're ready.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Jiang Chen, founder of MobiWeb. MobiWeb enable you to design once and deploy your app and web everywhere. As we all know, cloud and mobile computing connect everything and bring greater convenience and flexibility in our daily lives. However, app and web design often require multiple teams, resulting in very high costs. MobiWeb is here to address this issue. It allows you to design once and run your app and web everywhere. By leveraging no-code, single-code base, and together with a GUI editor, MobiWebX can save your time and money by 3 to 100 times. How, you might ask? It's done in 3 steps. First, build app. Second, test it. And finally, deploy it. Let's see a coffee store demo.
Create the header for a coffee store.
Drag and drop a GUI element.
Create a variable and bind it to store
Binding
data.
the data. This is the basic idea.
Set the store name. Set the phone number. Set the logo. Create a flash.
You can drag around another GUI element and binding the data. And all the data can come from your Excel files.
Create a banner advertisement. Create a product list. Preview the screen on the server.
This is your website, and you can see how responsive it is to your screen size. This app is very versatile and can be employed by all vendors. For example, by uploading different sales items, such as breakfast meal, you can effortlessly construct the breakfast app and web. Similarly, the backend app and server can be reused as well. This is an IoT app for thermos cup. It allows you to control the temperature of your drink to your preferred degrees. This is another app for check-in and requests through fingerprint and facial recognition. All these mobile web projects can be swiftly integrated one single super app. What makes us stand out is that mobile web offers the lowest development costs and shortest time to markets, all without writing a single line of code. For global markets, according to Statista, the market size is about 47 billions. And based on Gartner, 75% of companies will deploy at least 4 platforms. Our revenue comes from subscription fee, customer-owned IDE, custom project design, and cloud marketplace. We have been awarded 20 million NT dollars in government funding, and we have 5 customer projects ongoing and over 1,000 early adopters. Furthermore, we were the recipients of Future Star Award for 2022. Our team has 8 PhD holders with expertise in AIoT, security, system and UI design, and marketing. MobiWebX is essentially a software TSMC that can make software dreams come true. Contact us today and see how our tool can empower your business growth. Thank you.
Thank you so much, John. Let's give him a round of applause. That's a wonderful presentation. Now, judges, will you guys raise questions? So we have 3 minutes for you guys to do a Q&A session. Who would like to begin first? All our fellow judges. Please go ahead, Jason.
Can you share a bit more about how you would like to go-to-market strategy?
Go-to-market.
So since there are a lot of generative AI-related tools, so everyone can generate all kinds of apps or web services nowadays very easily. Can you share a bit more about competition?
Whole or just one?
I think it go one by one.
I'll go one by one.
Yes.
Okay. Go-to-market strategies. We already have 1,000 early adopters, and we have 5 projects ongoing, and we are testing our SaaS tool. And we have 5 different vertical segments, and they will give us feedback, and we will keep improving the platform and the module they need. And also, we will start with the startup and also SME company, so that we will form an ecosystem. We would like to go to the school as well, because the school right now teach like app inventor for mobile application, and they are not used in Taiwan's markets or even the global markets. And we like to help those students use their time and make their time useful. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Jason. Do we have other judges who would like to raise any questions?
And may I ask, our tool actually not just app and web. We can also build desktop app such as Windows, Mac, and Linux platform, which you couldn't able to use so-called ChatGPT to come up with all different kinds of different cross-platform applications. Yeah, I guess that's the answer. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Our judges? All right, I think
One?
I think just we only have 1 question from the judges. Do we still have time? Okay, one more
sure.
from Bill.
I'm just curious about how you're gonna sell your product. What's the marketing channels you're gonna have, domestically or overseas?
Okay. We will start from Taiwan, and we have friend called Dynalab, which own more than 50% computer farms in Japan and Korea. And they will go with us to go to Japan and Korea markets. And then we will go to South Asia, like Vietnam, Indonesia, Thailand, maybe in 2 years. And then go to America and Europe as well, and step by step.
All right, thank you, Bill, and thank you, John. I think that's all. Thank you, John. Thank you, MobiWebX.
Thank you for all your great questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
这个放这里吗？
I think we have to pass to the next presenter. Okay, our second team, I would like to welcome the representative from Fortune AI. Give him a round of applause, please.
Test. Okay, great. Okay, good afternoon, everyone, and good afternoon, judges. I'm Andrew. I'm the founder of Fortune AI. Today we present SafeSwim. SafeSwim, well, obviously is an AI drowning prevention system. So we basically do one thing and one thing only. We're trying to make everyone can have a safe swim. So can you imagine there's a kid having an accident, but no one noticed, no lifeguards, even their parents. It could happen to anyone or any families. Can you play the videos? Thanks. Okay. But what if AI can help? Not just detecting some like bounding bugs or objects. Instead, can you please switch back? Thanks. Excuse me. Can you please switch back to my PowerPoint? Thank you. Yeah, thanks. But also we use audios to notify the lifeguards. Besides, we can also identify the actual positions of the accidents. So within only 10 seconds, lifeguards can respond. So SafeSwim is an AI-driven system. We use overhead cameras to monitor and locate every potential risk. So no underwater cameras, no wearable device, which means like no usage limits. And also we can detect every risk simultaneously. Well, drowning is so hard to notice. Even a professional lifeguard can't do that anytime. So drowning is the third leading cause of accident death. So there have around 240,000 accidents happens annually, which means it could be 240,000 families' tragedies. Meanwhile, lifeguard shortage issues is impacting the whole industry. Tons of swimming pools couldn't even operate, or they have to reduce hours because they don't have enough lifeguards. So we believe SafeSwim is the best solutions for this market. So the global swimming pool market value is around 37 billion, and there are more than 25 million swimming pools around the world, which includes public, private, schools, hotels, and every communities. So compare with our competitors, underwater systems only detect accidents when some swimmers are fully submerged into the swimming pools. Also, the installations are so expensive and so complicated. Wearable device. Hard to maintain, very inconvenient, and sometimes swimmer will be reluctant to wear them. We only use overhead cameras to detect all kind of different abnormal behaviors. So virus data conditions can bring us, can make us have a comprehensive database, and it could be our advantage as well. So our go-to-market for now in Taiwan, we provide the total solutions, which includes installations and annual subscriptions. For overseas markets, we utilize agents for sales and hardware installations, and then each agents are required for like 50 commercial pools and private pools. So the total income would be around 1.2 million per agents. Marketing strategies. Each of our clients, we call them safe certified swimming pools, which is aimed to enhance their brand's recognitions. So our roadmap for now, at the end of this year, our primary goals is to standardize our systems, which can help us to remotely deploy our systems especially our next steps, we're targeting in Japan. So talk about futures. Yeah. It is truly an honor to be showing on the keynotes, and as the only startup who focuses on a crossover topic like the sports and safeties, we believe we can deliver more comprehensive AI solutions in the future. And well, last page, just straight to the point. We're looking for opportunities to win the Okinawa Awards. Why? Because we're looking for opportunities to go into Japan markets. Because there are 80% of schools in Japan, they have swimming pools. But ironically, 90% of pools, they couldn't even operate in some cities. So we believe SafeSwim can quickly fill the gaps with our superior safety solutions. Thank you. We're SafeSwim.
Thank you so much, Fortune AI. Now we'll move on to our Q&A session. All right, judges. I see Wilson is, okay, picking up the mic. Okay, Wilson, you can go first.
Yes, so I would like to ask, what is the, I would say, accuracy of your device, right?
Yeah.
Doing it on the surface, right, overhead.
Yeah.
Because some of the drownings, they go at the bottom, right, of this.
Yeah.
So what's the accuracy of it? And second is that how difficult, this is the second question, which is how difficult this is the barrier of entry for other AI vision-based machine learning companies.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, so first question, accuracy is around, the default accuracy is around 95%. And once we're deploying the values, it just go straight up. Yeah. So talk about false alarm. That's a normal, so common problems we always face. We believe, well, sometimes when people are doing like, they're trying to pretend they're practicing. But most of the time, people are, because that's what's wrong, most of the time, not because they're actually drowning, it's because they're doing a normal practice behaviors, but lifeguards ignore that. So because of that, we believe we better have like the normal standards for every kind of behaviors. And second questions, the barriers. So underwaters, we have so much challenge. The reflections, people are overcrowded, and we'll conquer all the problems. Also, the database is so hard to get the database. The suitable database for used for drowning detection is so hard to get. So I think that's our advantage. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. So, Ronald.
Okay, thank you. As you mentioned, it's very difficult to get a database, right? So my question is that before you doing the real imaging for the detection and character recognition and classification, so how do you to do the simulation?
Yeah.
And again, how do you get the real pictures or real the image?
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Obviously, we cannot really simulate actual drowning behavior. So we ask some multiple professional lifeguards to show us what is really happening during the drownings, the whole periods, and so that we can have the most expertise, experience, knowledge. So we collect those data and we label them and training the models, and then we start working on our algorithms to identify whether it is a false alarm or it's actually drowning. Yeah, but based on not only based on the behaviors, also based on the durations and there's moving speeds. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Ronald. All right, so we have Mr. Hirofumi-san.
Thank you. We are joining from Okinawa.
Thanks.
Thank you for presentation. So as you mentioned, that your system adaptable to various environment. So can your system adapt to open water, such as a beach or pools in resort hotels?
Sure. Well, absolutely. Because for now, we already have a huge global hotels are asking our systems to go inside. And for the coast, well, because we provide software, so if they have a suitable device like drones or so high overhead the cameras, then we can do the same effect. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Hirofumi-san. I guess that's all the questions from the judges. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Yeah.
tuning in. Let's give him
Thank you.
another
Thank you. We're
round of
unfortunate AI.
applause.
Thanks.
Thank you. All right, up next, I would like to invite Taiwan Polymer Material Company, the representative from Taiwan Polymer Material Company, onto the stage, and you may begin whenever you are ready.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm TNTUST Zhang, the CSO of the TPMC, Taiwan Polymer Manufacturing Company. According to the WVCS report in 2019, the end-of-life tires totally 30 million tons per year, and the common growth rate is at 2 points. Previously, it just threatened our cleanliness of our mountains and the oceans. But now it begins to threaten our bodies through the food we eat every day. That's why we need to do our best to recycle. The limit on the recovery of the grain tire of the rubber is the activity rate. And the activity rate is less than 25%. The recycled materials is added into the tire making process is less than 10%. That means it doesn't meet the GBT 15904 standard. Now we can recycle any size of waste rubber, and we can achieve the relative activities from 50% to above 50%. Our co-founder is David Chen and Thomas Zhang, myself. And David Chen holds a PhD, water jet and civil engineering, and be inventors of advanced high-energy ultra-fast flow technology. I am the business director of the E3 and the co-chair of Taiwan Israel's Chambers of Commerce. The advantage of recycle ELT using the ultra-fast flow technology process that meet the GBT 15904 polyiso standard, the number of the carbon-carbon double bond, and we can achieve the activity rate of 36%, the production capacity of 4,200 tons per production line, and a 60 mesh powder size. Compared to TRS and RZB, only we can exceed 22%, 26%, and we have greater stability and efficiency. And also, we have higher production capacity and the better the powder size. We plan to attract the investment from recycled channels and to build up the golden batch, and also enhancing our market value from the turnkey solution and the royalty. Each golden batch can generate 100 million per year, and each turnkey project can bring in the revenue $150. That's our milestone. We plan to establish a production line and fine-tune the equipment, certify the Ministry of the Environmental Protection in 2027. The turnkey projects will launch in 2027, and we will reach the break-even in 2027. Our financial forecast, previously, our revenue will depend on government subsidy, and with the certification, we will reach the 150 million in 2027. And we make a break even in the same years. The first turnkey project will launch globally in 2029, 2028. From that point, our revenue will increase steadily to reach the 1.1 billion in 2031. Our existing customer and potential customer include a high-profile companies such as Zhenxin, and all they require green sustainable rubber and recycled materials and production line. Because our rubber meets the necessary requirement, it can be used in higher and higher value product categories. That means we create an enormous market. We plan to raise 200 million Taiwan dollars in Series A funding. 150 million will be used for the facility and equipment, and 25 million will be used in the material certification. Another 25 will be international expansion. If you are interested in help us, Revolution Rubber Recycling, please consider invest TPMC. And also here is our QR code. You can use your mobile to scan that, and you will get our introduction about video, and you can get an immediate update.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you.
Thomas. Thank you for your presentation. All right, judges, now is our Q&A session. Of course, Wilson.
You're missing a very important company over here in the tires industry, yeah? As I can see. So there's a lot of different types of models in recycled tires, waste tires, different brands as well, right? So my understanding is, I would like to understand more about the process that you are using. How are you able to pull out the correct materials from these waste tires, because it's a mixture of different, I would say, quantities of different types of, for example, the carbon, like butadiene and all in all the tires are very different composites.
Yeah.
How are you able to use one process to bring them out?
Yeah, I really love this question. It's very professional. Because the tire cover the textile rubbers and the metal mixed together. So we will use the water jet to cut the upside, the space, the side of the tire, and we can make the waste tire into very, very molecular rubber. And that's why we call the membranous water, because we can make it from the thermal rubber and change it to plastic again. We directly attract rubber, not carbon black. And that's you can measure the GBT 15904 standard for the number of carbon-carbon double bond. You can really measure the data. Actually, I can highlight of this. We have sent our sample to painting tire company, and we already get the positive feedback.
All right. I would also like to understand the purity of the extracts itself. On top of that, one very important thing is that because we have undergone curing, vulcanization, and pyrolysis, so there's a lot of change in the chemical properties after vulcanization, especially, right? So how are you able to extract out the pure, I would say, polymers from the rubber itself?
May you clear and make a short question?
Yeah. So we undergone the vulcanization, right? Making of tires. When we make the tires, we do vulcanization. We do we go through curing as well. So this actually changes the property of the rubber.
Yes.
Right, of it. So I understand that you pull out the polymers from the tires, right? So I would like to understand the purity of the materials that you are putting out. At the same time, what is the unique process that you have, right, to make sure that you're able to pull out this, right, for recycled purposes? For example, to put it into new tires itself, right? Because we need a very high quality input for our pure tires.
Pretty understand. In the recycled material, there are very important parameters. The first one is the activity rate. Should be higher 26%. The second is the mesh powder size, better than 40 mesh. The third is the mechanical properties. So after that, they can pass for different category. I just mentioned about the categories, include the tire, include the vehicle share, different categories. So they have a different function, different parameter, and we produce the material can meet each categories. That's our advantages. Okay, welcome. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you, Thomas, and thank you, Wilson, for your professional questions. Thank you once again.
Thank
Can
you.
we give him another round of applause, please? Thank you. All right, and then I would also like to invite teams of Watasumi. Is Watasumi ready? All right, please come onto the stage and give me a round of applause, and you can begin whenever you're ready.
Hi, everybody. It's a great honor to be here, and I'm glad I can talk to you about Watasumi. It's a startup company from Okinawa, and we are doing a biological waste treatment for small and medium-sized companies in the food and beverage industry. So why are we doing this? This is a huge burden on companies. They spend a very large percentage of their operating revenue on just treating their waste, just staying in business. So they have to do this because the compliance with regulations, that is a must if they're going to stay in business. The current methods of disposal are extremely high and not environmentally sustainable. For instance, some of the ones we find around Asia and in Okinawa is the trucking to a field and spreading onto the land. Or you can take it to a centralized treatment facility where they use bubbling energy use to treat that waste. So what we found is that especially SMEs, they are looking for sustainable solutions to how do they manage their waste, how do they stay in business. So why did we choose the food and beverage industry? I mean, they need to stay competitive. Especially the small ones, if they're going to compete with some of the bigger players in the market. We are finding there's a lot of plant renewal, there's a lot of succession going on, and if they want to expand their business, they have to think about putting in a wastewater treatment system. But unfortunately, these companies are small. They generally don't have a lot of land to work with, so they need a solution that will fit their needs, fit on their physical space. And to be honest, these companies, they have some of the most interesting challenges. No two plants are the same, and their products are delicious. So we've built this decentralized solution that basically we take their waste, we treat it on their site. This lowers the OPEX. They don't need a lot of maintenance on their site. The modules are built turnkey, so we just basically arrange them based on the client's requirements, and they're very suitable for dynamic environments, and we reduce the CO2 emissions coming from that plant. The way we do this is we take concentrated organics from the industry, we put it through a biological treatment system where we have different communities of bacteria working on that material. We have our electrodes in that reactor, and that is helping to break down that waste, and we're gathering energy from that waste. So we are collecting the chemical energy from that waste. This also produces a signal that we can monitor remotely, and this gives us a unique inside view of what's happening in that treatment process. And the end result is we get the clean water and we get energy. We're very stable performance, so essentially, even though the outgoing from the plant can change on a day-to-day basis, our treatment performance is very, very stable. Our business model is we build the reactors in Okinawa, and we are leasing those modules or selling those modules to the client, and they're paying for the performance of that reactor, and they're also paying for the monitoring system that we install. We get energy out of that waste, and we are building everything ourselves right now, but we also outsource parts of the equipment, and we are hopefully going to do more of that in Taiwan here. So our market right now is in Japan. We have a distillery in Okinawa, also in Hokkaido, and in central Japan for Nihonshu. But the opportunity is massive around Asia, so we really want to expand. We have a lot of companies in the pipeline, and we are getting more and more interest and getting more and more clients on the books. Our team is quite young, but we have many experts helping us to grow the company. And we are at the moment past our product market fit, and we're now making sales in Japan and expanding that into Asia, looking for funding in order to grow. So right now, we need those business development. We need people who can help us access their networks. And also we're looking for good financiers who want to take forward a green environmental technology into the world. Thank you very much. That's Watasumi, and I look forward to your questions.
Thank you, Watasumi.
Thank you.
Thank you once again. And judges? All right, so we have two. So maybe we'll start with Jerry.
Hi. Yeah. So if it's a bioprocess, how long does it take for you to get down to 90%? And what's your agreement with OIST in terms of licensing the technology?
Okay, just a sec. We're gonna do all the questions at once.
All the questions at once?
At once, and you answer all directly.
Oh,
I just checked
you're
with the
really testing my
organizer.
memory here. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so do you remember Jerry's question? Right? And then Steve, please shoot.
It's going to be a bit of a tough question, right? So yeah, so my question would be, why did you choose beverages as the first industry, and the power that you get, does it go back to the companies that you serve?
Right.
Any more questions from the judges?
Please, no questions. No more questions.
Ronald.
No, please. no, go ahead.
Ronald.
Yeah, okay. It's quite interesting that the business model that you are providing is called wastewater treatment as a service, right?
Indeed.
It's a new business model. So my question is that based on your estimation, how long does it take the break even for a single project? Right?
Okay. So, first question. It depends on the concentration of the waste, the complexity of the waste. Generally speaking, it's within a few hours, sort of 8 to 12 hours to 2 days. That is the realm we're looking for. If it's going to take longer than that, we have to think about different pre-treatments, different post-treatments. We mix and match that system to make it work. In terms of the IP, we have an exclusive license for the invention that I made at the university, and we have a few others in the pipeline, but right now we're really working on just revenue, just bringing in some clients. Okay, that's it. What was the second question, or the third question?
So the power that you get, does it go back to the customer, and why
That's right.
beverages?
So the power that we get, first of all, we use that for monitoring the system. So the electrical power that those reactors are producing, we get an insight to what's happening. The biogas that we're getting, that is either used for our heating. So for instance, in Hokkaido, heating is very valuable. But in Okinawa, we have excess that we are using in a generator to give us kind of a microgrid of energy. So warmer climates, we have the potential to have an excess amount of energy that we either provide to the client or we use for the system itself. Sorry?
How long does it take to break even?
Oh, the break even, yep. So the break even, generally speaking, is about 2 or 3 years on the equipment. The lifespan of the equipment is about 10 years. We have tested to 8 at this moment. We hope to go a bit beyond that. 20 years is the target. But generally speaking, with that leasing model, it's around 2 or 3 years. Thanks.
Maybe if I can add one more. Do you sell any additional materials?
You mean like kind of updates? Yeah. So VCs might not want to know, but the materials we use, it does tend to last a long time. There's nothing consumed in the reactor, but generally speaking, it is a good practice to keep the microbial community diverse. So we like to add in every 6 months or a year additional bacteria. This just keeps it very healthy, and it can kind of stave off any issues that might arise from too much specialization. There's other things around wastewater, such as chemicals that are consumed. We do need to dose the pH because many of these materials are very acidic, so we need to bring that into a pH that's a bit more accessible to more bacteria. So these are some of the things. And if you wanted to recover the water, things like membrane filtration, you have to think about. So.
All right, thank you,
Okay.
Watasumi, and thank you to all the judges for your
Thank you,
professional
guys.
questions. Thank you once again. All right, up next, I would like to invite the representative of Pade Technology onto the stage. Let's give him a round of applause. You may begin whenever you're ready.
Okay. Good afternoon, judges and distinguished guests. I am Kingston John. I represent Pade, and I would like to show you how we are revolutionizing the textile industry. So, in nature, ecosystems utilize resources with remarkable efficiency. Unlike the textile industry, where only 1% of waste is recycled. Today, we explore how Pade mimics nature's efficiency. With diverse sources supply raw materials, there is a significant sacrifice in the efficiency of recycling and sorting. We identify this opportunity and develop a smart sorting system. Pade goes beyond mere recycling. We harness the power of data and cloud platform to connect and integrate the entire textile industry chain. Meet our core team composed of seasoned and accomplished experts from both the corporate world and academia who drive Pade innovations and market leadership and played an essential role in advancing our technological solutions. This is how we sort our materials, including wools, cotton, PET, and others. With comprehensive training data, our AI sorter can do both quantitative and qualitative analysis to achieve accuracy more than 95%. And Pade has begun bridging the gap in the textile industry by successfully classifying the recyclable materials for synthetic fiber factories, thereby enhancing the recycling process. So why are we doing that? As pioneers in sustainable development, brands are obligated to use rPET with the aim of achieving 100% recycled material usage by 2030. And with only 1% textile is now recycled, regulatory demand for recycled materials have created a burgeoning supply chain issue. Our technology aims to meet brands' requirements by facilitating the supply of raw materials for synthetic fiber factories. And this is our strategic business model, address three key stakeholders: consumers, recyclers, and brands, to ensure the comprehensive approach to textile recycling. Here, we show in detail each component of our strategy, highlighting how we integrate this group to close the loop effectively. Our business model is not just about recycling. It is about creating a sustainable ecosystem that benefits all parties involved. By fostering partnership through our loyalty program, serving as a connection between brands, consumers, and recyclers, Pade generates profit while helping to overcome supply chain issues. This approach sets up a chain reaction in which a relatively small investment on the part of brands will eventually yield benefit for a wide range of beneficiaries. And our revenue stream will eventually consist of 5 parts. First, we will earn from carbon credit points. We will also earn a percentage from each sale of recycled materials, as well as from selling or leasing our sorting technology and supplying data on collected materials. Our phase implementation plan began in 2024 with establishment of production line and data center, which laid the groundwork for scalable operations. By 2026, we will expand our internationally by exporting turnkey factories across the Asia region and aligning with local entities. In the final stage, we will focus on scaling up our operations to maximize our profit based on recycling volume and comprehensive data analytics. And our fundraising is strategically segmented into 3 phases to support our growth and technological advancement. Phase 1, Q4 2024, we aim to raise $2 million in Series Pre-A funding to optimize our infrastructure. During Phase 2, we plan to raise $4 million in Series A funding to increase our sorting capacity, obtain ISO ESG certification, and scale up our data center. Phase 3 will target $8 million in Series B funding to exporting turnkey factories and commencing collaboration with local entities, as well as initiating our revenue stream. Our financial projection predict a break-even point by the 3rd year, with rapid profit growth in the 4th and 5th years. And For more information or join us in this green revolution, here's how you can contact us and become part of the change. Please feel free to visit our booth here at InnoVEX. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pade, for the wonderful presentation. And now, judges, we do all the questions in one go, so we have to remember the questions. Do we have any judges? All right, Bill, please.
How do you guys ensure the accuracy of the identification of different recycled materials?
Sure, that's a very good question.
Ensure the quality of that.
Okay.
Thank
so
you, Bill. Just a sec.
we are using near-infrared spectroscopy, so it can detect the chemical composition at its very unique vibrations. So with that, we are not using visual or cameras to capture the shape of the clothes. We use the spectroscopy and using AI algorithm. So it is very specific type of clothes that can be classified into variety of classifications.
Do we have more questions? All right, I guess that's all for this presentation. All right, give Pade another round of applause, please. Thank you so much, and thank you, Bill, for the question. All right, next, I would like to invite the representative from Hearing Action. Hearing Action, please come onto the stage, and you may begin whenever you're ready.
Good afternoon. Hearing Action is a social enterprise. We are on a mission to transform the hearing industry through digital revolution, make it more effective, accessible, and more affordable. How are you hearing today? Let's imagine your ama, which is your grandma, has a mild hearing loss. And it's getting a little bit difficult for her to follow the conversation. So you're thinking of getting her a hearing aid. Which one would you like to get? Before you do anything, let me give you 3 quick facts on hearing aid. There are more than 1,000 hearing aid products in the market right now, and the pricing range is from $300 to $10,000 USD dollars a pair. And hearing aids don't function like glasses. If you are making a closer analogy, it's more like a prosthetic limb. So what happens if you went online and buy Ama a leg? Well, it didn't fit. Ama can't even put it on. You returned it. Now, you take Ama to a pharmacy, tried on a few different legs. Am I so happy? So you went home, got one, and find out that the Phygit doesn't have the climbing features. Ama lives on the 3rd floor. We can all understand that getting a prosthetic limb should require a lot of professional knowledge to do evaluation to get a suitable leg. So, finally, you went to the prosthetic professionals and got the 10,000 leg. I'm so happy. On the way home, she wanted to test the new leg. So, she started running. What happened? It hurts like hell. Come on, why? It's already the most expensive leg. Yes, we can understand that continuous adjustment and rehabilitation is more important than getting the most expensive device. Same thing with hearing aids. It is a complicated journey to get the maximum benefit out of a hearing aid. Our smart hearing butler will help you select the right hearing aid and a customized aftercare afterwards. It is a 24/7 on-the-go therapist, hearing expert. And yes, it will be a digital human. So let's take a closer look to the features. The first 2 features with 2 US provisional patents. Now, without hearing specialists, it will automated evaluate, be conducted, and then the data will go into our device algorithm where the secret recipe is. A test result score and the pros and cons risk factor will be given. Now, you can make an informed decision with your AMA. And next, followed by on-the-go digital care. Hearing navigation is backed by over 100 rehab programs, providing ongoing support and assessment. When it detects something that's out of the capacity, you can still be assured that amount will be taken care of by our ecosystem professional partners. There are 3 reasons why smart hearing bottler is so urgently needed right now. First, hearing loss is a world problem. There are over 20% of the global population has at least mild hearing loss, yet only 1% are actually using hearing aid. Hearing aid high price of traditional hearing aid is one of the reasons. Shocking evidence that came out in 2015, even with mild hearing loss, the risk of getting dementia doubled. This is a major alert concern for many governments, which led to the US Over-the-Counter Hearing Aid Act in 2022, where you no longer need a professional to get you a hearing aid. This also encouraged a lot of electronic brands to go into the product line of more affordable OTC hearing aids. However, over 50% of the consumers are not happy with it, resulting in an overwhelming return rate in the industry. We can help with that. Smart Hearing Bottler is an invaluable SaaS tool that's cost efficient and will help you with enhancing patient outcome and also reducing return rate. And our innovative ecosystem actually brings all of our partners together: consumers, retailers, and manufacturers, and hearing care professionals. Now, we have launched our MVP this February, and I would like to share a few milestones that we are very excited about.
All right, our time is up.
All right, thank you. I'm Grace, the CEO of Hearing Action. I would like you invite you to join our mission to bring better hearing to everyone around the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Hearing Action. And now we'll move on to the QA session. So, judges.
I know this is a very niche expertise. I know a lot of semiconductors today.
Please, Jason.
And can you share a bit more about how is a differentiation from your solution or your service different from the previous? We know that hearing aid, the hearing support solution has been like 20, 30 years. I want to know more about what's your uniqueness.
All right. So previously, traditional hearing aid is actually averaging for $3,000 a pair of USD. And why is this so important? Why is this so expensive? It's actually because of the professionals. The professionals, the price is a bulk price. So it actually contains inside of the hearing aid price. And this is also one of the reasons that hearing aid is not so prevalent right now. This is why the new category OTC hearing came out that's more affordable, but there are no solution to reduce the cost for professionals and the needs. And I want to also highlight something about the professional, like the doctor and patient ratio. Take Singapore, for example. If you want to see an audiologist to get evaluated for hearing aids, it takes 4 to 6 months to see an audiologist. And if you want to order the hearing aid, you are getting a hearing aid, it takes 2 to 3 months, even that you already get the order. You have to wait for 2 to 3 months to get a hearing aid. So there is an urgent need about the digital care solution. So we can actually really reduce the price so it can be more affordable and accessible for more people to get the need, the help.
So are we targeting the medical level or more consumer level?
Marketing or consumer?
Your solution is more medical therapy level or require FDA or any kind of thing, or it's more on consumers, like consumer side?
Yeah, so it depends on different countries, but for US, the reason that they get this OTC Hearing Act is because they want to lift the restrictions so people can actually get the hearing aid without professional. So this is why now in the US, it's not really a medical device anymore or FDA needed. But in other countries, we would really like to actually bring it in to hospitals or long-term care facilities because it is also very important to do efficacy research. And we already have efficacy research with it in 25 nursing home in Hong Kong happening this July.
So, in that case, why can't Siemens or GE do this as well?
You mean Siemens?
Yes.
Yes. So those are manufacturers for hearing aids. We are more on the software, which is the more of the professional medical procedure for evaluation, fitting, and aftercare. So we can use any kind of hearing aid products. They are all our partners. So I am more than happy to have a very good hearing aid device. However, even for the most expensive hearing aid, I'm sure you have heard of that. My grandma still doesn't use it. So there are more to the device in this market and the needs.
What I mean is that if say that this platform works, right? Why can't what's preventing guys like Siemens?
Like other manufacturers
coming in and say that okay, I have a platform that's similar to yours. I use the similar method.
Very good question.
To do it, right? And we do it in other industries as well, right? For myself in tires and all, we have platforms that we allows the competition to be onboarded and all, and the distributors, the hospitals and all can actually onboard onto such platforms and use the platforms. And us as a manufacturer like Siemens and all, we just say, okay, you use it for free or for very low cost because you are selling my products.
Good question. So there's a advantage in us because we are a third party. We can actually access and evaluate different products. This is something consumers preferred. And this is also something the hospital needs so it's unbiased to have the solution. So this is where we differentiate us.
All right, the time's up for the Q&A session. Once again, thank you, Grace, and thank you, Hearing Action, and to all our judges for your professional question. Thank you. Give them a round of applause, please. All right, before we take a short break, let's move on to our seventh team. I would like to welcome Sunfox Technology from India onto the stage. Let's give him a round of applause, please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Meet the revolution in the last mile cardiac monitoring and diagnosis, Spandan ECG device. So ECG ECG machines was developed 100 years ago. Even so, 3 in 4 people can't access an ECG within the first 60 minutes of an heart attack. The reason is expensive, inaccessible, and complex. If I'm talking about the global death due to cardiovascular diseases, it's a leading cause of 17.9 million deaths every year globally due to cardiovascular diseases. 80% of CVD deaths in last mile, and 40% of these are premature. ECG is to keep to rapid diagnosis. Time is a muscle, basically. Market overview, a big market opportunity exists, yet major players don't offer low-cost ECG usable for clinical diagnosis. The existing market size, basically, the landscape amount of and the competitions we have, and the players, big players in ECG machines. The solution. Sunfox Spandan is a cardiac diagnostics ecosystem which make diagnostic equipment affordable and accessible to all. We have 3 set of devices. One is ECG legacy product, and one is Spandan Neo, and one is Spandan Pro. So Spandan legacy is made for Spandan legacy, and Neo is for home healthcare providers, basically. Pro is for the professionals. You can use it, our devices from healthcare to nursing homes, GPs, health infra, and we are If I'm talking about the primarily and health service providers, they can use it as well. The features, if I'm talking about it is 24x cheaper, 99.7% accurate as compared to gold standard ECG machines, portable and light. It is required no battery, no internet, without any thing. You can use it anywhere, anything. And it gives you the feature of get your ECG get done in less than 10 seconds with the cost of less than a cup of tea. Designed for patient, perfect for non-experts. If I'm talking about, so ECG is the thing you can need a technical expertise to get it your ECG. So you can for Spandan ECG you can get it done through on your home without having any technical knowledge. We did ECG in just 4 simple steps. Just go to the Play Store. It's a software hardware association device. So you need to download a Play Store app for a mobile app from your Play Store. Connect a Spandan ECG device to your phone. Place the electrodes. We do not bypass the clinical method, medical method to take an ECG. And then you get the ECG test and generate report. So all the interpretations and the reports will be generated on your phone. And I'll compare my both devices. So for professionals, we have Spandan Pro. So it's the nation's if India is the best ECG device, specially designed for doctors. It's a 12-lead ECG device within a cable. You just don't need to connect it with somewhere some else device, or you don't need to and require a technical expertise for that. For care providers, this is for it is seamlessly used can be for cardiac diagnostic capability. Spandan cardiac care ecosystem. We are building just reliable, robust, ICU grade, connected with the best devices we can have. So this is clinically validated and most reliable solution in the segment. We have cleared Indian regulations, US FDA, African FDA, and we are into the process of UK CE also. In India, there is an event of Shark Tank India. We are the top 3 startup in Shark Tank India and got the best deal in it. If I am talking about the Spandan in action, so it's the impact on treatment in the ECG we have experienced so far. Business model, we have tie up with various platforms, monetization channels, various organizations, governments to set up and provide the ECG at the last mile. If I'm talking about the early traction, so we are best selling on Amazon. We are top highest rating on Google Play. Investors, we have Shark Tank. We have funding from USAID, incubation support from Will Grow US also. So this is the financial projections. This is the team. We have multiple having teams. Thanks. This is the all from my side. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Judges, now the QA session. Please, Ronald.
Hi, may I have a question based on the message? Based on the message you provide in one of your slides, it shows no battery required.
Yes.
Right, and also your product is cheaper 24 than others.
Yes.
So what's the comparison is based on what kind of?
So we are, if I'm talking about the cost part, so we'll start from that. So we are comparing with the gold standard ECG machines, which are used by the hospitals. So we are comparing the prices with them. And the second part, the battery. So we borrow battery from your smartphone actually to work the device. So that's how it works actually. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please.
We'll have Wilson to pick it up first. Wilson, please.
All right. So in terms of the devices itself, right? Because you don't have the cost of the batteries, right? So your cost reduction is because we don't have the batteries, right? So my question is that because I think your first target will definitely be India, right, which has the most population over there, which has the need on healthcare, mobile healthcare as well, right? So how do you have devices, right, that is affordable for more rural areas where healthcare, more rural areas in India that really need such devices, right? As a more popular medical product, right? And secondly is that do you hold the production in-house, or do you have a partner for productions? And what is your future steps in terms of cost reduction?
So I'll start from the manufacturing part. So we have from in R&D to after sales, we have complete setup in-house. We have set up whole manufacturing unit in-house. We have complete R&D team to develop, design, and work on the product part. And after the manufacturing process, we have in-house manufacturing setup. We have reduced the manufacturing cost as lesser so that we can make it more affordable, more accessible to the people actually, to provide it with the end consumers. This is, yes, I think you get the answer.
All right, and Albert, please.
Hi. I'm more curious about the business model. I think the ECG diagram, right, is very hard for a normal user to understand. So I assume that your device can alert the user that once the abnormal situation happens. But what's next? How do you connect them to the urgent care to save their life? I think that's what I want to understand. Yeah.
So for the understanding of user, we have 3 types of test reports in our device, smartphone screen. So if you are not a literate person, so there is a color combination who can tell you the abnormal, normal, and the severity of your heart. If you are having a little knowledge of English or the basic language, so we can just interpret your heart ECG and then tell you the exact situation of your heart. And if you have the expert knowledge of doctors, so we have the complete ECG report, which have the exact same data which we gold standard machine will provide. So and you can share these reports just on a single tap of your doctor or to your physician or to your nursery care. And also through this we are increasing the footfall to the hospitals, so that people just diagnose the exact just go to the doctor with the exact problem they are facing. If they are facing a chest pain, they should know what is the reason behind this chest pain. Is it a gastric pain or is it really heart problem? So we are working on that thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Edward. And I guess that's all the questions from our judges. Thank you once again to Sunfox. Thank you. Let's give them a round of applause. All right. The first section of our InnoVEX pitch contest will be wrapped at this 17. We're gonna have a 10 minutes break. Okay, 10 minutes break. Remember to come back at 2:25, and then we'll carry on with our second section of the 2024 InnoVEX pitch contest. See you in 10 minutes. InnoVEX pitch contest final will begin in 2 minutes. So all the founders, please get ready. And all the judges, please also kindly return to your judging seats. I'll see you guys in 2 minutes. All right, welcome back, all the founders and judges. We'll carry on with our second half of our pitch contest final. So the first team, I would like to invite Phygit from Poland onto the stage. Let's give him a round of applause. Please begin whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Hi, I am Alech. I'm from Poland, but our company was born in Ukraine. And now it's based in European Union and United States. We help consumer packaged goods companies and other businesses to increase sales, retention, customer loyalty, while decreasing data collection costs and marketing costs, and simply making life easier and fun with our phygital platform. We add digital value to existing physical products. It's like AI-backed personal digital assistant and brand ambassador on every package. So we utilize QR codes or NFCs, which people scan and get to our personalized landing pages, making data collection and instant data sharing very smooth and simple. And thus, products powered by Phygit turn into two-way communication channel with the brand. This is how it works for beauty industry, which we are focused on, beauty and healthcare and supplements. We have several features on our platform that are uniquely tailored for these industries, like tracking product expiry after product opening. We made it very easy to launch. No code needed, no code development needed, no application is needed to install for the customer. And also brands can engage customers on through the whole life cycle of the product. Also, we deliver unique experience, digital experience, to customers with physical products. Obviously, we use AI. It's not possible not to use it while developing something software. Also, we help with sustainability and go green. Package goes smaller. Also, we can engage. We help to engage customers with different sustainability programs. And we have also a business card solution. You need only one if you are not obligated to give it to your vis-a-vis, for example. We had, during our extensive customer development phase, we tested our platform on 70 different fields and got 300 paid projects already. Ended up with several already selling implementations of our platform. But we are focused on the beauty sector, as I already told you. We have flexible pricing plans and use the most convenient for our customer. For example, cost per scan, when people pay only for actual scanning, is like cost per click at Google. We use not only direct selling, but we have established networks and growing networks of ambassadors and partners throughout the world and looking for more here. I don't need to tell you that yeah, the market in retail consumer engagement is growing. We have some achievements, some help from the government and private organizations. So we won some and finished some accelerators. We have competitors out there, but we found our niche as a very, very fast to implement solution. We have very complementary team with different backgrounds, different nationalities. But our superpower is synchrony. We complement each other and understand each other. And our main advisor, Rick Rasmussen, got several unicorns behind his back. We are looking here for partners, for clients, and for investments to scale. And this not only our contacts, but also our use case. These interactive business cards are built on our platform. You can scan and see. Or you can find me afterwards and just get one for you. Thank you, and I want to thank also Taitra, European Bank of Reconstruction and Development, and Taiwanese government for bringing us here.
Thank you so much, Phygit. Thank you. And now the QA session. Judges, please.
Hi, Jerry here. So if you don't require the consumers to download apps, how do the brands engage with the consumers?
We use web applications. So our platform works from any browser. Client just scans the code and gets his experience.
What I mean is that in that case, the brands don't know who the consumer, what kind of consumers they are. It's just a web browser. It's just an IP address, right?
It depends. We're compliant to privacy laws. For example, GDPR is the most monstrous law in the world, privacy-wise, I think. But when people give us information about themselves, they get more personalized data back. And people are willing to give us this information.
So it's the standard like cookies kind of agreement.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It could be cookies, it could be personal profile.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you.
And other judges? All right, if we don't have any questions, I think that's all. Thank you for your presentation. Thank you. And thank you, judges.
Thank you, bye.
Thank you. All right, up next, I would like to invite Tranzx Technology from Taiwan to come onto the stage. Please give him a round of applause, please. And you may begin whenever you're ready.
Yeah, hello everyone. Good day. I'm Sam from Tranzx Technologies, and today I will introduce our new product, Intelligent Level Detector. Well, I think everybody know about such thing. Yeah, it's very traditional level gauge used in every field for 1,000 years. But in fact, lack of precision, hard to identify, and very hard to handle. But this definitely always ignored. So my company right now, we try to promote this kind of product, ILD, Intelligent Level Detector. Well, it is smallest, wireless, fast, and ultra high accuracy, like this one, for level sensor in the smallest level sensor in the world. What's the difference between the oldest to the newest one? Well, before that, I had to introduce my company. Because my company right now is engaged in the semiconductor for several years, and we also have a very famous customer, and they always come up with some problem. Well, in the equipment or machine inside, how to measure the level? What is the degree of the inclination degree? Oh, so it takes that. Really is troublesome for all engineers. So that's why we engage this special application, try to find out the solution. Oh, so we got several IP, including this one. So let me introduce you what's the advantage of the IoT. It is use the wireless method to transmit the data to your cell phone or to the PC. And second, it can range to even 30 to even 40 meter. Then our super high accuracy can reach 4 digit, 0.001, even smaller. Well, this is already certified by the SGS, truly. And we also not only measure the terrorist, but also the vertical of the surface, no problem, 19 degree. Then, of course, because it's small size, and you can place any platform and collect the data from the host. Okay. About the market, everybody actually have no idea about this. It is a huge market in the world. 2.5 billion, 2031. And the CAGR is 5.5. And in fact, if people want to use such kind of high precision sensor, it should be aimed to the high-end market. So, in my viewpoint, because we are also from an engineer, if somebody want to use that kind of wireless precision sensor, we have to aim to first, this is the application like condition checking, or the machine assembly, or like most occasion is happen in the equipment positioning. Yeah, people have the level sensor put on it and to do the adjustment. Well, our IoT is aimed for those applications. Second, we also aim to the high-end market, like a precious machining market, semiconductor industry, optoelectronic industry, like AOI or something. They need such kind of gadget, smaller, faster, and also can record the data to like visualize. Well, so let's compare to the market. Of course, there's the same advanced measurement instrument. Oh, you can see, in fact, in the market there are 3 types of the same instrument. The level gauge used a very, very long time. And in the second position, you can see, okay, sorry. First, we care about the level degree. This is the Faro Swiss. In the market, this is a truly standard, this one. But most of the instrument can only measure the 1 axis, but ours can reach 2 axes at the same time. Then we can also do the Paris and straightness measurement. The other ones, sorry, very difficult or impossible. Then we can do the wireless remote. And of course, it is small, so the installation is quite easy. Just place on the surface, and you can keep a long distance. For some occasion, is for safety. Yeah, and you can collect the data. Okay.
All right, the time's up. Thank you, Tranzx, for your presentation. Now we'll move on to the QA question session.
Yeah.
So, judges? Right, please, Ronald.
Thank you. Thank you for your presentation. I have 2 short questions for you. First one is that how long did you have to adjust your equipment because it's so accurate?
Yes.
Secondly, is what's the major restriction of your environment that you use your equipment? The major restriction of your equipment?
Well, about the first question, actually we spent a lot of money, to establish a platform. This platform will, of course, the precision is higher than our IoT. Actually, this instrument is high. I think if somebody know about this brand, it's a very, very high-end instrument. So we use the Heidenreich's angular encoder to recalibrate our ILD sensor to do the correlation. But we ensure that in most of the level sensor, you can only measure about maybe less than 1 degree actually. But however, we use the angular encoder, we can reach to 16 degrees. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Ronald. And judges?
Hi.
Will start with
How
Bill.
do you protect your technology, like patent or something?
Yes, actually we have exclusive patent already. And of course, in somewhat, right now my customer, the tea company or something, we have some communication. People like to collect data to record. We have another special technology like a dynamic measurement method. Like if the platform is moving, we can calculate. For example, this is a gantry machine. When they move in, we can calculate during the movement. We record the data to make sure, like a vibration or something, but we can respond and give the data to the customer. Yeah. So those are already coverage in our patent.
Thank you, Bill. I think we have another one from Steve.
Yeah, so how often do you need to recalibrate your solution? And is it just a one-time sale for the solution, or is there recurring revenue?
Sorry, pardon, just...
So how often do you need to recalibrate the solution?
Okay. Well, it's like I'm a salesman, but okay, because most people ask about this question. We will reply to our customer about 1 year for one time. But software, we also equipped with calibrate software. And if you customer have the same platform, just pull on it and you just push the button. Before we ship out, we already set the firmware of all the parameters inside each sensor. So you just push it and back to the default value.
Yeah, and so do you charge only for the one-time product sale, or do you also get recurring revenue from recalibration or anything else?
Sorry, pardon.
Do you only get one-time revenue, or are you able to get recurring revenue from recalibration or from other type of sales?
In my experience, most of the case, I seldom heard about customer need to do the firmware renew or something. Yeah, but we also do such kind of thing to if somebody want to have the update or something to enhance the function. We also do such kind of service because we have a firmware engineer, software engineer, and the hardware designed by ourselves.
All right, thank you. I think that's all the questions from our judges. And thank you once again to Tranzx. Thank you. Let's give me another round of applause, please. Thank you. All right, moving on to our next team, I would like to invite NETIGATE from Taiwan onto the stage. Let's give her a round of applause. A round of applause. You may begin when you're ready.
Okay. Hi, I'm Vinod from NETIGATE. Our product, Tangram, is an AI and IIoT toolbox designed to revolutionize the energy and operational efficiency in metal fabrication, Taiwan's second largest export industry by company volume. Let's see, okay. Imagine a world where all the small and medium-sized metal fabrication business owners had the power to maintain a stability in the face of uncertainty. This is the world we are building. Unfortunately, unplanned downtime is a silent killer. It can cost manufacturers millions in revenue losses, often requiring twice the sales value as the direct revenue loss and 6.7 times the sales value to compensate. That's where we come in. Our turnkey solution offers an all-in-one edge computing device that can seamlessly integrate with both legacy, and modern machinery. And our constant machine learning progression, supported by a scalable cloud infrastructure and an AI PC, unlocks the potential of the IIoT data to help our clients to reduce downtime and to cut electricity cost. And also, actionable insights are always at their fingertips. We leverage a large language model embedded in our edge computing device, and so that the old master's knowledge can be accessed and blended with real-time machine data, making actionable expertise accessible to every worker. Let's see how this works. Help me write a sales report in English, and here we go. What's even better, our AI can list all the source files so that you can know exactly where it is coming from. Of course, you may have workers from Thailand, Vietnam, or Japan, no problem. Tangram has got you covered. Our AI can operate in, our solution can operate in multiple languages. Providing accurate insights has never been this easy. But what truly sets us apart is that our AI can be run locally within your own network and is trained by your own documents, making our solution a perfect fit for the industrial players. It can provide relevant, accurate insights and recommendations through intuitive text conversations, diagrams, and charts. It's just like having an expert by your side. Our 2,000 satisfied clients have seen remarkable results. Take Telegene, for instance, which realized a 3.6 impressive ROI and also achieved a payback period in just 3.3 months. This success story is just one among many, proving our solution's effectiveness. But this is just the beginning. Our goal is to serve over 22,000 metal fabrication SME players in Taiwan as our beachhead market. We are planning a staged expansion from Taiwan to Japan and the rest of Asia, eventually reaching the global market. We have already achieved significant business tractions, with 24 subscription-based clients currently on contract. This reflects our long-term strategy of transitioning from a project-based to a product-based business model, which will favor our investors and, of course, benefit our clients. Our growth is supported by strong business relationships with a global marketing partnership with SAP and a product integration and co-design opportunity with Nikken target at the US market. Together, we aim to make a significant impact. In conclusion, NETIGATE is not just a company. We are a movement. We are unleashing the transformative power of AI to revolutionize the operational and energy efficiencies in metal fabrication. If you share our passion for innovation, please visit our booth here at InnoVEX. Outside there, or contact us directly using this QR code. Thank you for your time. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Fiona from NETIGATE. Now moving on to our Q&A session. And to all our judges, give them a sec to maybe to think. Anyone, our dear judges?
Can you share a bit more about, you mentioned about your subscription model. Are they subscribing your device or your box or also including the software?
Okay, we leverage a hardware and software strategy. So it's like based on the 3-year contract, they get a hardware and a software because our clients in this industry, they can't use software just like solely. They need to have a plug and play device to help them to tackle with their problems. So that's why we do that. And the contribution to our revenue is that for the hardware and software is like 3 to 7. So our software still has the main proportion.
Okay. So can you share a bit more about the use case? So from the scenario, who use your solution more? Is it on-site staff or is it from the monitoring room?
Pardon? Can you explain more about your question?
I mean, is a management team will watch or use your solution, use your platform more, or is an on-site staff?
I think both will use them because I think the decision makers will be the operational team or maybe the C-level, C-suites. But of course, the one who actually use them will be the on-site staff. So that we need the very intuitive conversational experience for them because they are very busy and they are facing the uncertainty every day in their everyday life. So that if they use conversational experience, they'll help them to get more insights.
Do you also
Yes.
offer as an identical product, or is a integration with any kind of MES, existing MES, or any other software?
I'm not sure I fully understand for the MES part.
For your solution, do you need to integrate with any existing software or system they use, your client use?
Okay, I see. We can use it solely, but if you want to pull some data, you might need some data from the ERP. But from ERP, but because we have the AIPC that we just released now, and also because we just did a beta sales and already got 10 orders already. We planned to launch it today at InnoVEX. So you can also use conversational experience to draw the data from the ERP that you need. So it's like that.
Thank you so much, Jason, for your questions. And I think that's all for the Q&A session. Once again, thank you so much, Fiona, and thank you, NETIGATE. Let's give her a round of applause. Okay, next team, let us welcome Pharrowtech BV from Belgium. Let's welcome Pharrowtech from Belgium.
Thank you. Hello, dear audience, dear jury members. I'm Wim, co-founder and CEO of Pharrowtech, and we build chips and antennas for extremely high-speed wireless communication. So first, let's take a look why we need that. If you look back to the early 80s, we've been consuming a lot more data wirelessly. Initially, it was in the orders of kilobits per second. We moved to megabits per second. And now we're really entering the era of gigabits per second. So tons of data consumed wirelessly. Roughly, the trend is 50% year on year on year. So every 10 years, that's 50x. So every now and then, you really need a radically new technology to come along and drive this trend. And that's what we do. And we focus today on 3 business opportunities. First, and that's the most immediate one, infrastructure. For instance, fixed wireless access. There, instead of deploying fiber to the home, each and every home connecting, which is very expensive, very slow, we can deliver gigabit per second internet wirelessly. That's the first one. Second, wireless HDMI. Think about it at home. The final cable that you still use as a consumer is the HDMI cable. You got rid of everything else with Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. But HDMI, you still need a cable. We're getting rid of that. And then finally, Wi-Fi. In IEEE, standardization has started to include our technology in Wi-Fi 8 and beyond, and that will deliver you really high-quality, low-latency internet in the future. So what do we actually build, you're wondering by now? Well, we're focused on chip design and antenna design, as I said, because you need to really co-design. We're using very high frequencies. You need to really tightly co-design them. The chip is made here in Taiwan at TSMC, and that's an important element. All the technology that we use, despite being very high-end, it's all vanilla, high-volume semiconductor technology. So we don't use any exotic materials or something that adds to the cost, quite obviously. So we built the chip, we built the antenna, and then we built reference designs that allow our customers to explore the technology, work with it, and develop it for their own application. A fully integrated wireless module, a wireless end-to-end device for outdoor, a high-gain device, and then for indoor development kits for wireless HDMI. Competitive positioning, hard to tell in a couple of minutes, but as always, for a semiconductor product, it's not hard to build the highest performance part if you can neglect power consumption and cost. It's not hard to build the lowest cost if you can neglect power consumption and so on. So we think we have built a very balanced product. So in terms of frequency coverage and RF performance, we really outperform the state of the art. Output power, system efficiency, all technologies are pretty similar these days, but then especially at cost and volume scalability, thanks to the CMOS that we use, we can really go to very high volumes at low cost, and then we really differentiate in terms of the flexibility of the chip. So we really work very closely with the customer to enable what they need to build their next generation products. We have a couple of field trials running. These are focused mostly on fixed wireless access, as you can see in Europe, in Africa, in the US, maybe soon also here in Asia. We welcome your business quite obviously. We're a spin-off from IMEC, so by nature we were very technology-oriented, but very early on in the lifetime of Pharrowtech, we're 5 years old now, we attracted a lot of industry talent to help us also become industrially relevant. So you can see names here like Corvo, Broadcom, Cadence, a lot of experience now in the MT, and also on the investor side. We currently have 4 venture capitalists, 2 in Belgium, 1 in the Netherlands, and 1 in the UK. Maybe soon also 1 in Taiwan would be great. And then also important to mention, we have an advisory board. Currently, that's John Lemonchek, who was the chairman, the founder of Cybeam. Those who have been in this industry long enough, they might remember them. Unfortunately, they failed, but John knows very well why he failed. And now we're doing exactly what it takes to avoid that. We're headquartered in Leuven, in Belgium, in Europe. We have an office in the UK. We have a sales representative in the US, and also we have a local team here in Taiwan to support you. As I already said, we're a spin-off from IMEC, so we come from a very deep technology background. Actually, the work that we started on this was started in 2005 with a PhD. I contributed to that. We built technology for Infineon, for Panasonic at even higher frequencies. Then we started Pharrowtech in 2019. We raised our A round in 2022, and now we are ramping to volume. We're currently raising an A extension. Key milestones, maybe number 4, investors from Taiwan. We welcome your participation. We would like to grow the team here. Would be great to talk to you. It's a 10 to 13 million round. 5 has been committed. We still have 5 open, a little more. And most of it is still going to R&D and sales. Thank you for your attention, and I welcome your questions.
Thank you so much, Wim. And now, judges. One from Steve, please.
Your market is pretty crowded. It's a big market, but it's pretty crowded, right? So how do you differ from all the big competitors out there?
Yeah. In terms of, so we're working at 60 gigs. So today there's roughly 3 players, of which actually only 2 are active. One of them being us, and the other ones being in the audience. So they can contradict me. But I think it's exactly that balance that I try to show. So you need to have, of course, top performance. Power consumption is competitive for all 3 players, but then also millimeter wave is a very tough technology. So we really need to help the customer to build the system that they need. We need to help them understand the technology, integrate it in their products, and that's where we try to make a difference.
And maybe as a follow-on, like out of the target market tests that you have right now, which one is it that you're most focused towards?
Today, we're most focused on the fixed wireless access because that's the immediate one. It's out there, but we are preparing the other ones in parallel because the other ones are much bigger, to be honest. Wireless HDMI, it's a $1 billion market, but Wi-Fi, 5 billion chipsets a year, $20 billion just semiconductors. That's, of course, massive. And there we want to be the leaders in the next generation Wi-Fi.
Any more from our other judges? And thank you, Steve. Right, I think that's all from the judges, and thank you so much, Wim, and thank you so much, Pharrowtech BV. Let's give it another round of applause. Thank you for your wonderful presentation. All right, up next, let us welcome NanoWired GmbH from Germany.
Yes, hello. Thank you for invitation, and my name is Olaf Böllem. I'm coming from NanoWired, and we are from Germany, the center of semiconductor. Perhaps not now, but in the future. NanoWired has developed a direct copper bonding technology. And with this, we eliminate solder, silver sintering, and bond wire technology. The problem of all electronics, and we've got 5 megatrends that consumes quite a lot of semiconductor material like EV, communication, 5G, IoT. All of them need many connections in between this material. And these connections are nothing else than resistance. The easiest way is just eliminate the resistance, rise up the efficiency of your semiconductor material, and then you have more energy for a longer lifetime because temperature kills semiconductor material. The solution is very simple. Just use copper. Copper is worldwide one of the best material for electronic. But the problem, copper is not able to solder because 1084 degree you need to melt it. it makes a slight corrosion on top. So all these makes it difficult to handle copper. This is the reason why you use turnaround solutions. But NanoWired has solved this problem because we don't melt, we just stick. And this we do in 3 simple steps. First, okay, it's rubber, but just think it would be copper, nickel, gold, or silver. We grow such a metallic turf structure in a structure in between 3 micron or 300 millimeter directly on side of the pad, and then at room temperature, we just stick them together. No thermal stress during the joint. What is the advantage? So I say EV is one of the biggest markets. Everyone knows our big power modules. The power module needs to be so big because of the energy losses and the heat that you need to put out. With nanowiring technology, we shrink it to a quarter. So we rise up the efficiency. You need only a quarter of semiconductor material or because of less losses. And we have a better cooling. So all the silicon carbide and the gallium nitride, new generations, even we rise efficiency of silicon. So we support all international automotive markets. And these markets, like the BMW, Honda, Toyota, and the Mercedes, now ask us who could be a good, efficient producer. Okay, we are in Taiwan, perhaps here are potential producers for the next generation of power modules. The market is not only limited to power electronics. So advanced packing, thermal interface material, and ensure I'm waiting for the first TikTok video who shows someone cooking eggs on a NVIDIA controller. So to cool down electronics is a very important thing, and there nanowiring technology supports us. So we have a very simple product. First, we train you to use the technology. Then we sell you our machine, and for the investors, very interesting, we also sell these consumables for this product. So it's a little bit like the Clooney coffee machine. First you get the machine, and then you enjoy the coffee. At us, you enjoy the nanowires. We grow continuously the machine. So the responsible for the technology keeps that nanowired, and we are able next year to make the positive cash flow, and we are only with 10 customers, so with 10 central projects that we are running at the moment, we make 150 million in 2028. So this is the team, and we are here. We now want to raise 10 million in Taiwan, so with the consortium, because for us, we've got investors out of Japan, out of the US, and out of Germany. So there are our markets. And now we need the real high-level producers. And when Taiwan, who else is the expert for low-cost production? Thank you for listening, and invite you to make the 10 million investment in NanoWired. Thank you.
Thank you so much, NanoWired. All right, judges.
Thanks for the presentation. So I'm curious because you're doing physical, basically connection, and what kind of resistance does it?
We are waiting on the first customer who's able to measure the resistance. So the thing is, our bond lines can be, for gallium nitride, reduced to 1 micron and 1 micron pure copper. Please measure the resistance. I'm not able. So the thing is, the density can be designed to the elasticity that you need in your application. So you are responsible to design the bond line and then also the resistance that you tolerate. But in principle, one big customer like BMW has optimized the resistance that he can reduce the semiconductor material to a quarter of the original module.
But do you provide simulation tool for the clients to simulate that before they try it, or?
So what we provide is the tool that the existing supply chain should be inside. So we don't replace the existing supply chain, we only replace the efficient technology.
So the clients they build prototypes and they test it for themselves. There's no simulation tool in advance to predict what kind of resistance you might be adding to the...
So yes, we support our customers that they are able to do it. So this is like a training. We make first integration and production as a service so that they can make it into the product, and then in the next step, they integrate our machines in their production line. So, and the first big nanowiring lab is now sold to one of the biggest tier ones in Japan, and another lab is in Austria at AT&S.
Thank you, Jerry. And do we have other questions from other judges? All right, I think that's wrap up the QA session. And thank you once again to NanoWire. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you. Next, I would like to welcome Ranictek from Taiwan onto the stage. Let's welcome him.
Okay, hi everyone, and we are Ranictek, and I'm Mike Wang, the founder and the CEO of Ranictek. And we are an IC design company, and our mission is to provide the most energy-saving and cost-effective base station chip solutions for wireless networks such as 5G, 6G, and also satellite communications. And currently, you know, the 5G deployment is slow because the traditional base stations are very expensive. To reduce the cost, Open RAN base station is a new trend for 5G. However, there is no suitable chip solutions for those ORAN vendors. And the ORAN base station has 3 modules, the RU, DU, and CU. And each module can have multiple vendors such that the overall base station cost can be reduced. And also the hardware RU also need chip solutions. And in Taiwan, many ORAN vendors are doing the small cells, but the small cell can only use for the private network only, and the Wi-Fi is much more cost effective. So we provide the ORAN base station chip, but we focus on the macro and the micro base stations. And it can be used not only private network, but also the public network. And we also provide the baseband chip for the satellite communications. And our core technology is mesh MIMO. It means the base station and the satellites use a large number of antennas. And by using our chip, we can provide energy saving, larger coverage, and also better performance. And we have our mesh MIMO FPGA solution right now, and we can support to 32 antennas or 64 antennas. And for the energy saving, we can provide about 30 to 60% power saving for each base station, and also may extend up to 2 times battery life for each cell phone. And in Taiwan, it's about 1 billion degree power saving per year. And we can provide energy saving because we can improve the SNR to about 9 to 11 dB compared to the 4G macro base stations. And we also provide a chip for the satellites and the ground station and focus on the baseband. And we have some patents, and I also have published some IEEE journals about the mesh MIMO. And for the competition, Qualcomm solution is very expensive, and their solution is not fully ORAN. And Picocom makes linear HQ. They provide chip for small cells. And different from them, we provide chip for macro and micro base station with fully ORAN interface. And we have our target customers are the ORAN base station vendors and the satellite communication vendors. And we provide chip, IP, FPGA to them. And for the market size, it's about 200 billion by 2030 for ORAN base station and satellite communications, and the baseband chip is about 10 to 20%. And by 2027, the ratio of ORAN base station is about 50%. And using this number, we can estimate our maximum achievable profit, which is about 5.2 billion. And the base station chip is strongly related to 3 areas: IC design, telecom operators, and also system manufacturers. And we have benefits. I have work experience in these 3 areas, so we have some benefits. And we also know the know-how of mesh MIMO to build a technical barrier. And we also have engaged with some customers in Taiwan. And I am a PhD from the National Taiwan University, and I have worked in the IC design, telecom operators, and also the system manufacturer InnoVEX. And we are founded in 2022, headquartered in Taiwan, and we have 5 members or engineers. And we provide both FPGA and the chip solution to our customers, and we are also doing our first round fundraising for about $2 million USD. And we may tape out our chip next year. And we already have some customer in Taiwan about Orient base station and also satellite communication. And we also have some partners like Zhonghua Telecom, Witron, ASUS, E3. And we have some media reports from Digitai and Taiwan Media. And we also obtained the award of most leading edge startups from ETIs. And join the accelerators like the Plug and Play in the US and some others in Taiwan. And for the contribution, we try to reduce the base station cost such that the 5G can be popularized. And we can provide significant energy saving for ESG because we can reduce the transmitting power of both base station and the cell phones. And the moreover, self-driving car, AI also need high-speed 5G communication because they need to transmit data to the cloud to do some computations. Yeah, so this is my contact information. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mike from Ranictek. Now, judges.
Can you talk more about the customer side? So what is the feedback from your customers like Zhonghua Telecom?
I see. Okay, currently, as you can see, okay, the slide is over. Okay, we have a customer, POC in Taiwan, RU vendors. And in Zhonghua Telecom, they are more conservative. But in the US, the AT&T, the T1 operator in the US, they deploy the Orient base station with about 15 billion in the US. And with Ericsson and also Phygit, which is a Japan RU vendor. And we think our Taiwan hardware is very strong. So we encourage our Taiwan RU vendor to go global to do the macro base station RU with Ericsson DU Shield or Nokia DU Shield for the Orient base station. Yeah.
Thank you, Bill. And I guess that's all from the judges. And thank you, Mike, for your presentation. And thank you once again. And thank you. A round of applause to Mike from Ranictek. All right, moving on to our 14th team of the day. I would like to welcome NTUST, the Applied Cryptography Laboratory from Taiwan, onto the stage. Let's give them a round of applause. Don't worry, take your time. Just begin whenever you are ready.
Okay.
Do you need help?
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, my English name is David. I am from Applied Cryptography Laboratory at National Taiwan University of Science and Technology. Our laboratory is crypto research and technology. Today I will introduce our product. And our product, which is about the Internet of Vehicles. In my presentation, I have 5 parts. One is our strategy. Second is production introduction. Third is marketing planning. Then I will tell everyone how to innovate this. And 5 is finally I will tell you comparison our current our mechanism and compare the current mechanism. And first, in our strategy, our object, we want to improve some traffic environment and to reduce the computation cost on the traffic environmental verification. Then, in our product, we propose the mechanism and changes, improve some algorithm to resolve the traffic cost. And our product will become the pattern to resolve this problem. Third, our customer will a lot of organization for some vehicle or government or some roadside unit organization. Then I will introduce my product introduction. In our mechanism reference IEEE standard or some white paper, and in international vehicle verification, always use some certificate to do the real-time message to tell other people or other roadside units. So the traditional vehicle verified crypto certificate, they will always to do the single verification. And then our mechanism to do some batch verify. In our mechanism, we try to use some batch verify to resolve the single verify. Because if the vehicle send a lot of package or the vehicle become more and more, the local unit could maybe cause a lot of computation cost to resolve this real time or to resolve this to do the authentication. But if we can do the batch verify, so we propose the batch verify vacation to resolve this problem and reduce the computation cost. Then our marketing strategy. First, we finish our goals, so the industry and the academic collaboration. And then we will submit our mechanism to international organization. And finally, we try to join a lot of exhibition and some events to or share some information to other people or to some corporation. And in our scheme, our marketing our customer have some government or telecom operator or some transportation equipment manufacturer and academia. Now I will now in our mechanism, our innovations we can reduce computation costs and improve the traffic efficiency. And finally, we try to use physical disorder to resolve the truly random number in the mechanism. And then this is our comparison, and we successful we do the batch verification and to resolve the computation cost. And this is my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Take it easy, take a deep breath. So maybe some judges would like to clarify something with you. So judges, they might still run up, please.
Could you please give us a very short comparison among your products and with other international products?
This product is so new, and the only mechanism or only algorithm to on the IEEE standard. So we only to provide some batch verify idea to do this to resolve this problem. And the IEEE standard, there are a lot of there are some efficient and there are some efficient we reference and to try to improve the mechanism.
Right.
Maybe I can. Can you tell us what you want to achieve, or what problem are you trying to solve?
Our products will to use in traffic environment, and our mechanism can, for example, if in the IEEE standard, the vehicle only send the one package to the roadside unit, they need to verify once. And if there are a lot of vehicles to send a package to the roadside unit need to each verify individual. But in our mechanism, we can to resolve this problem. If you have a lot of vehicles to the roadside unit can batch verify once and to do the authentication.
So your product itself is an algorithm that is able to help you do verification during a V2X scenario where the two IoT systems is talking to each other. You're doing that verification, right?
Yes. We do the authentication in the IO international of vehicle.
Okay, understood. In that case, right, what is the current methodology in the market, right, based on your understanding, that you think that is the closest to what you have developed that you are trying to resolve or disrupt?
In our market, our scheme will do the collaboration with the government, and because this is about the real-time messaging, and if the vehicle want to resolve this problem, and we need to trust the third part, and a lot of people only to many people only to trust the third part is about the government. So our market and our collaboration with our company our collaboration with the government.
All right. Thank you, all the judges, and thank you once again for your presentation. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you. Okay, once again. All right, now we come to the final team of our final contest of this year. I would like to welcome ReisenderTECH onto the stage. Begin whenever you are ready.
All right. All right. Hello, everyone. We are ReisenderTECH. We are a robotic technology company. And here are our key team members. All of us have several years of experience serving industry. And ReisenderTECH was established in July 2023. We provide a comprehensive set of solutions around robotics topic. And our potential customers are manufacturing parts plants, warehouse logistic operators, SI companies, and etc. And during the previous exhibition we attend, there are many companies come to reach us about heavy-duty omnidirectional mobility systems. And we see a large potential market in the United States. We estimate the total addressable market to be 30 billion US dollars, and service available market to be 15 billion US dollars, and the service obtainable market to be at least 10 million US dollars. Now, let me introduce our key products, the robot square drive module. And it's being praised by experts as the most advanced heavy-duty omnidirectional driving systems. And here's the video.
This system will revolutionize the way AGV cars operate, providing unmatched maneuverability and energy efficiency. The Swerve Drive Module, an omnidirectional driving system, allows vehicles to move in any direction. It offers distinct advantages over the mechanism wheel system in power transmission, grip force, and vibration. As demonstrated, the Swerve Drive system simultaneously provides the driving force of conventional tires while enabling the parallel movement capability of mechanism wheels. Built with advanced materials, brushless motors, and a sophisticated control algorithm, our Swerve Drive module boasts an exceptionally high maintenance cycle, lightweight construction, and low energy consumption.
All right, there's a video. In comparison of our products to other solutions, our product provides superior maneuverability and energy efficiency. And this device has many extended applications. It's actually a two-dove robotic joint, so you can use it on a humanoid robot, industrial robotic arm, or green energy system, solar tracking system, that kind of thing. And we have done a TOWS analysis and found our biggest defect is the lack of funding. And we are looking forward for an angel investor to provide our investments. We also have some significant strengths in the fact that our technology are hard to copy, while we provide an overall better cost-to-performance ratio. And here are our product development progress. We will finish the manufacturing process optimization in July, attend Automation Taipei, and we anticipate a first batch delivery in November 2024. Here are our profit, cost, and revenue stream. We project the net profit to be 32% of the sales price, and the cost will be mainly on R&D and productions. And our main revenue stream will be on the direct sales of products and the technique licensing. And here are our funding requirements. We hope to receive at least $500,000 investment, and it will be using finance the R&D or equipment cost and operating expense with a cash reserve of $33,000. And here are our main collaborator partners. By cooperating with them, we can promote our product to the wide range of markets, from industrial to academia, from Taiwan to the world. We are ReisenderTECH. If you'd like to know more about us, feel free to contact us or visit our booth here in InnoVEX. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, ReisenderTECH. Now, the judges? Yes, please, Mr. Wu.
Yes, you have mentioned about the market size of United States. And how about domestic in Taiwan? And what is the potential customer in Taiwan you have?
Well, the potential customer in Taiwan is as same as in the United States. And we are currently working with big companies like Pade and other big companies to provide them their HV card with our sphere drive modules. And we estimate the overall marketing size will be 1 billion Taiwanese dollars.
Thank you, Mr. Wu. And all right, I guess that's all from the judges. Thank you once again, ReisenderTECH, for your presentation. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you. All right, that's the wrap. We have a total of 50 teams competing for the grand prize today. And now the judges will proceed to finalize the score, and the winner will be announced later at 4 p.m. during the award ceremony. So all the founders and all the participation, please come back here at the pie stage at 4 p.m. It's going to be really awesome. And to find out who are the winners and other judges, please proceed to the discussion room. I think there's some discussion to take place. And thank you all so much. See you at 4 p.m.